Shiznit. Shiznit. Holy shimoly. This is real jazz right here. This man is going off on the bass. Oh, this is this is real jazz. Boom, 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 boom. Mm-hmm. Ooh, caught you on the chick, caught you on the chick, got you on the chick. Ooh, ha, got you on the chick. Ooh, ha, got you on the chick. Hey, happy Mercury Day. I hope you're doing well. I am the truth and you are too. Welcome to this week's Mercury Day Energy Reading. Everything you need to know pertaining to me and my services is located in the description box below for you to see. For this week's Mercury Day Energy Reading, I will be channeling with there is God, who's supporting the collective ties, good and the is good. If you hear any extra sound during this reading, know that life is lifing. Like, comment, share, subscribe. That's very much appreciated. It's helpful. And let's begin this week's Mercury Day Energy Reading. Also, 444 and 111. Oh, absolutely. I like that one. Hold on. Give me a second. My bad. Alright, so for this week's Mercury Day Energy Reading, the topic is being the boss. The cards that come out is Queen of Chalices, Queen of Cups, Hannah, Mother of Faith. 1 Samuel chapter 1 verses 27 to 28. I prayed for this child, and the Lord has granted me what I asked of him. So now I give him to the Lord. For his whole life he will be given over to the Lord. The second card that came out is Three of Grains, three of Pentacles, building Solomon's temple. 1 Kings chapter 6 verse 12. As for this temple you are building, if you follow my decrees, observe my laws, and keep all my commands and obey them, I will fulfill through you the promise I gave to David your father. Bottom of the deck, the summary of all of that is King of Feathers, the judgment of Solomon. First Kings chapter 3 verse 27. Then the king gave him his ruling: give the living baby to the first woman. Do not kill him. She is his mother. There could be something about being a good boss, being a boss. Yeah, something about being a good boss. There's something about Solomon. Okay, so we have here, top of the deck, usually watch this right now, is 10 of Feathers, 10 of Swords. Samson loses his strength. Judges chapter 16, verse 19. After putting him to sleep on her lap, she called for someone to shave off the 7 braids of his hair, and she began to subdue him, and his strength left him. To clarify the Queen of Chalices, the 3 of Grains, we have the Queen of Swords in reverse. We also have the 6 of Swords in reverse. And we have the Wheel of Fortune. And then the Oracle card that came out is the Narwhal, Freedom. I'll read all of them and the charms in a bit. I feel like obviously there's something about being a leader, leadership, a boss, because obviously the title, but also Solomon was a king and all that stuff, and he made choices and decisions or whatnot in court, as this card shows and everything. And yeah, and then it says Solomon also here or whatnot. So it was like something about being a leader, and not only like being the manager or the leader or the boss, delegating like tasks to like people, but it's also like being able to work out circumstances, such as this card right here, in court, work out circumstances amongst the community, amongst people as well. There could be either two things. There's something about like, of course, being compassionate, but be aware of being like too compassionate or too much heart to where like things are not getting done. Something about like be aware of like being too like compassionate or too like of the heart to where things are not really getting done, the objective is not moving forward. But at the same time, I'm also getting to, which I feel is a more stronger which I feel like is a more strong message through this or whatnot, is to not be a bitch, to do have compassion, like of course have authority and be rational, and of course you have to move things forward and everything. You have to be rational and logical and all that stuff, but be careful being like too much of a bitch, or because I feel like it's not gonna move forward because people are involved. Like the whole thing of like whether a king or a leader would rather be feared or loved and all that stuff. So, I feel like there's something with a bad idea still coming up. I don't know what it is, and I feel like I don't know, someone has to determine that something is a bad idea and like stop something as well. As like the leader, to not just like willy nilly like go, and I don't know. I begin this. Okay, so let's go. Also, I'm just gonna show you this just in case it clicks for people or whatever. And blah. Bottom deck, the summary of the oracle card that came out is the bat, communication. There could be something about echolocation and telepathy and communication. Top of the deck, usually watch this right now, is a frog heel. And then bottom of the clarity cards is the summary of the whatever is a page of pentacles. Top of the deck, usually watching this right now, is the Fool. There's something about a new start, and I feel like there's something about healing, and I feel like maybe something about being better with communication, or just being better in healing. That has to be in combination with communication. Some of you could be seeing 1010, or you will be seeing 1010. There's something here about it's a completion. Something is concluded, completion. There's also something here about reputation. There is definitely something here about like the goat boss energy, some Capricorn energy. Um, it's something about the industry as well. Jobs, work. And then we have 3, 4, 5, 6, so like ascending number or whatnot. So there's something here about progression, moving forward. Maybe there's like a conclusion. Means that something could move forward or whatnot. So now that something closed, things could move forward. Maybe things could be free, higher, better, could heal or whatnot. Progression. Someone could be becoming, their reputation could be becoming more. There could be something about maybe going viral or well known. Someone could be also being promoted energetically or literally. Like it could be like, yeah, literally, like in someone's job or career or something like that. But also it could be like spiritually, in terms of like how the universe sees that you're moving. Oh, 333. Depending on how the message, yeah, depending on how the universe sees you moving, the universe upgrades you to that energy signature. Okay. There could be a lot of like talking, thinking, writing. There's a lot of air. So, King Solomon, right? There was this court case where there were two women and a baby. And one of the women were claiming the baby, but that was not her child. Or whatnot. Well, yeah, they were claiming the baby. Both of the women were claiming the baby. Ain't that crazy? um, two women claiming the baby, so they went to court, and basically through hearing out like the stuff or whatever in court, at the end of it, King Solomon had enough of it and was like, just like the King of Feathers, the King of Swords. What he did is he said, okay, this is how we're gonna determine who the mother. I'm about to kill this baby. Or whatnot. And I don't think he actually told them. I think he was about to smite the baby just to like see who it was. And basically the actual mother 111 again, the actual mother like jumped forward for the baby basically or whatnot, and that's how he determined who was the mother, because like basically the true mother would jump forward, whereas the other lady didn't do anything or whatnot. She was willing to let the baby be smited. So that's how you determine it. There's something about, I wonder if there's something about harsh ways of like handing out judgment or stopping something, ending something. Like sharp ways. I feel like there needs to be some compassion. And ooh, this is correct. So you see, this is what I'm trying to say. He gave them the chance to speak what they need to do, whatever. And at some point, he just to like get like to the point to actually figure out who was the mom. That's when he enforced that he was about to kill the baby or whatever. And then the actual mom came forward, and was like, "No, please don't kill my baby." And that's how he figured out who the mom was. So I don't know, there's something about like a balance between compassion and like just straightforwardness to the point, blunt. I feel, to be honest, I feel like there should be a balance overall. The fact that like I'm seeing a lot of airy cards, and like the only good one, or the one that's upright and like that has progress, is the King of Swords. Everything else is like upside down. It feels like some type of like harsh, like something about being someone being a boss or leader and being like harsh with cutting something or ending something. But I feel like there's a need to have compassion, especially for your workers or people that you're working with around. There needs to be more compassion, because I feel like that will move the wheel forward better. And there's something about like freedom and giving everybody else's like right. Okay. And I said all that, yeah. So there's something here just about being like too sharp, man. And I feel like that's not gonna move things forward. And if things move forward, I feel like it's gonna be sticky, or it's not gonna be that great in some type of way. Queen of Swords in reverse: ambiguity, falseness, greed, malice, deception, false modesty. I feel more of the malice. Yeah, the malice. The malice is what I'm getting there. And then Six of Swords in reverse: unwanted and painful change, frustration, dissatisfaction, and boredom. And boredom? Boredom. Yeah. So, I'm telling you, I feel like the heart, or having love in something. Shut the fuck up when you hear love talking. Something about like having the love will have the wheel turning. I feel like the heart needs to be in the wheel. And then there's something like what I said previously um, in this video about the universe. It's like the universe acts on something or whatever I said in the beginning, based on like how you move or something. Um, okay, my bad. Oh, I did that. Um, Beware of emotional manipulation, like emotion, and something about emotional intelligence too. Um, yeah, just something. Be aware of emotional intelligence, and it's something about emotional manipulation. Yeah, and it's like having that Mother Mary, that water energy, but then like something about it is not compassionate. Like it's not from the heart, or it's like it's strategic. It's not like genuinely um, a cups or a love or something. It's like ooh, oh, it's like what I feel like when I'm at like regular jobs. Like they acting like they care about like what your day is and stuff like that, but they're only doing that because they learned in their business major, or they're the manager, so they learn from their position to just ask you to about your day and all that stuff, just to, oh, you gotta build a relationship with your employees, instead of like genuinely building a relationship with your employees, not just doing it just because that's what you do to get your employees to work or something like that, if you get what I'm saying. But anyways, something about that. And then there's something about no progress. Like there's things being done, but then like that's what I mean. I feel like everything needs to be nurtured properly and stuff like that, because things could be moving forward, but are they? And then The King of Feathers determines the destiny, the wheel, there's something about decision. Yeah, y'all. This is where something could turn into, yeah. Ooh, this could easily just turn into tyrant shit. Not caring, and it's like inconsiderate. Like it could turn into some tyrant shit. Like people don't feel free at work. People don't feel free under somebody's rulership. Um, because it feels like cutting it and just bringing more problems. And yeah, you the emperor, and there's this fire, but by what at what cost? Are you thinking about the children? Are you thinking about the people? Are you thinking about the future? Are you thinking about like the vision, the heart? Mm. I'm not political, so I don't really talk about it because I'm not gonna. Oh, narwhal. My bad, narwhal. Let me just find the page so when I'm ready to go there, I'll go there. What came as the king, queen of chalices, and the three of grains for being a boss? I feel like there's something about, again, like yes, so when it comes to building something, collaboration, nurturing, and being compassionate is very important. There's also something subtle about the vision, like the vision of stuff. Carrying it out bottom of it, some of you that is king of feathers. It's crazy because it feels like something, or maybe someone was supposed to. There's an energy here of an individual, or there is an individual, where it's like that's why you became the king of feathers. Why the queen of swords? Why someone put you there, or like why you became the king of feathers, king of swords? Because like having the compassion and all that stuff, that leadership quality to carry out what I just said with the queen of chalices and the queen of grains, it could break through and bring nurturing, healing, balance, and compassion to the collective. It could be bring relief. Top of deck user watching this right now. I feel like the king of feathers is talking about a person being like a person spirit, but it could be energy. Top of deck user watching this right now is 10 of feathers. And yeah, currently there is some type of like it's like a sharp, just a sharp, yes, they Samson and Delilah. That's what I'm saying. Emotional manipulation. She emotionally and sexually manipulated the motherfucker just to get the secret to his powers. And then yes, then all that stuff. I'm not gonna go over the Samson and Delilah thing. Y'all could like look up Samson and Delilah. But that but yeah, currently usually watching this right now, there's something about something ending like very sudden. Like it's like a sudden stop hitting a brick wall, or someone's doing it. I feel like someone might be doing it, or there's some type of stop. And then there's something about like there's fire and everything, but I feel like there's some type of slight tyrant type of energy. Every single time I say tyrant and I get this type of energy, I think about the show Tyrant. I'm pretty sure there was a show called Tyrant 222. And there was 111 and 123. I just didn't say it because I wanted to say what I had to say. But anyways, what should I call it? There was a show called Tyrant, I think. It was on FX. I used to watch that show. Every time I say things like that, or the energy comes out, it makes me think about that. It makes me think about that show. But particularly right now, I want to say it because I've never said it, but I feel like it always flashes in my mind. But yeah, and it's like something about not caring or something like that. Not caring. Okay, and then to clarify, the Queen of Chalices, the Three of Grains, you have the Queen of Swords in reverse, the Six of Swords in reverse, and the Wheel of Fortune upright. Mm. It's giving me that energy again. Bad idea. I don't know, y'all. Somebody could be using emotional manipulation, or I think they could be nurturing, but something is like off. And then like it's like moving forward, but it's like what are you creating? What are you creating? And it's like things are gonna 333 message. Oh yeah, listen, things are eventually just gonna move forward, right? Um, no matter what. But like what's gonna come out from like moving forward with this type of energy though, if it's not like exactly what it needs to be. But anyways, okay. We gonna read Narwhal. Freedom. Narwhal, freedom. This card represents freedom and independence. The narwhal is a mysterious creature of the icy ocean. Long ago, their tusks were sought after for magical purposes, and they were often associated with the mythical unicorn. Even today, we have little understanding of their impressive singular tusks. The theory is that it might be used for communication. Wow, that's cool. There was something about third eye. We do know that narwhals are elusive and do not do well in captivity, which adds to their natural mystique. This card is one of liberty, independence, and not allowing yourself to be tied down. The narwhal card evokes magic, power, and spirit. It is knowing your own power and celebrating it through expression, individuality, and uniqueness. The narwhal card is freedom from commitment, earthly ties, and responsibility, allowing you to swim in the deep oceans under an icy blue moon. This card is a symbol of adventure, travel, and journeys to find yourself in the power within. The power within, it is hope and liberty after a period of restraint or inhibition. Correspondences. I could be talking to an entrepreneur here or somebody who is heavily being urged to be a boss. And what I talked about here, I feel like this is something that they've been through or they been thinking about, and this is like the go ahead. That's what I'm saying. Message came two or three times in this reading. Somebody there's something about 25, but yeah. If you're 25 and you're already getting this message, yo, do it right now. If you're 25 and you're getting this message, do it right now. I'm telling you, by the time you're my age, Lord, and I'm 31. By the time you're my age, you're gonna be in a good place. But anyways, we have this says my bad. Continuing correspondences, element water, flora, rue, strelitzia, barberry, heather, sea holly. Stones are the following: golden beryl, uvarovite, lepidolite. I love lepidolite. Sunstone. And then the spell work are the following: moving on from an acrimonious breakup, blessing a child or loved one, moving home, and travel magic. Yeah. Also, currently, somebody could just be ending something. Because what it says there, somebody could be ending something, particularly a relationship, a work relationship, and deciding to become a boss. Pisces is the only sign here. It's crazy because this makes me think about Pisces. It's the depths of the ocean, too. You have your Manas, Mannaz, mankind, the self, friends, enemies, and social order over here and stuff. It involves that. I feel like it involves community, people that you interact with and collaborate with. You need to communicate with. We have here the moon. Rules Cancer. Sometimes people say Pisces, but it's Cancer. There could be something about illusion. Yes, someone is like the determination of illusion moving going forward. The illusion going forward. There's like a determination of that. There's something about intuition. The moon could also represent intuition, the subconscious. I want to randomly say beauty. That has nothing to do with anything, but I don't know why I want to say that. Maybe something about home as well. Oh, okay. We have here parrot, the bad omen, the bad meaning, and it has zodiac signs Sagittarius and Pisces, and it's the number 8 and the number sequence 1010. And it says non-committal, flaky, most likely with a goal that you're working towards, supposed to be focused on. A heavy load, giving up on your work. That's over by the Ten of Swords and all that stuff there. So that's that for this week's. And I said Pisces, right? Yeah, Pisces, you'd be that sign. The sign could be a chart, could be an energy of spirit, it could be the planetary placements, it could be the planetary placement, it could be the everybody around you, just reading, all that stuff. Yeah, that's that for this week's Mercury Day Energy Reading. The topic being the boss. If you would like a personal reading, you can visit my link tree, or you can email me at separate day and time. They both will be in the description box for you to see. Like, comment, share, subscribe. It's very much appreciated and helpful, and bye.